Oops, I didn't unmute. Hi chat. Hi burbles. It has been a long time. Yeah, it was bad. It was a really long time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't say anything either. My fault. Hello everybody. I miss y'all so much. And chat disconnected. Thanks YouTube. That's great. No, like the whole I was gone for so long that like my entire, or like YouTube changed entirely how streams work, and I had to figure that out. Oh, full day. Okay, 3 a.m. is crazy. Hi Next, hi Saipan, hi Danny, hi Parker, hi Helta. I don't recognize you. You had to have changed your name. You had to be someone else. I fooled the whole internet. Hi Space BK. Yeah, wait, what did I fool the whole internet with? My death? Yeah. Low key. Yeah, it was bad. I just sorry, I'm not spoiling anything. They just changed like how you start streaming, or like the streaming interface basically, which was annoying. But whatever. You changed your username? I knew it. What were you before? I need to know. Hi Will. Anyways, it said announcement stream. That's not for nothing. Today I have a crazy announcement today. You might be a better friend than Color. Yeah, that guy's not here. Okay. Oh shit. I didn't say shit. I didn't say anything. Hi Color. Anyways, the announcement. You guys know how I said I was doing a new hardest, right? And how I was doing like a... What do you mean you kind of forgot your old name? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. You guys know how I said I was doing a new hardest, right? So, I'm still going to do that level, but there's a little hiccup in the road. And by hiccup in the road, I mean the road might have like split in half. I was playing Frost Spirit and I got 73. This is not my hardest though. I was playing this for fun. Okay, long story short, there was like an event going on, or like a little activity, and I was participating in it to get, or it was like, do you guys know how a certain group of people will like come together and do this one level, but it's like the group completion, so it's like 6 people doing one level. Yeah, I was in one of those for Frost Spirit. And let's just say I enjoyed playing the level, played it for like an hour a day, and got to 73 in not that much time. Like this honestly feels easier than this feels easier than Wasseretta right now, which is crazy to say. Also, 73 is crazy, but I also fluked it from 33. So don't expect that much from me. Don't expect that much. Anyways, I'm having a really easy time with this level, and I think it's easier than Super Hate Me World. So I think I am going to do this instead of Super Hate Me World, actually, and that's the plan. But this is not replacing my next hardest. That's important. I'm still going to do my next hardest, and I'm still going to do the SAC ARG. I'm just playing Frost Spirit first and not calling it my new hardest, because I also think it's a little easier than Korodare. My skill set is cooked. It's not. No, I kid you not. And you know how I'm timing carried? The hardest part of this level for me is a timing part. Stop. I don't want to talk about it. No, I have huge strategies for the three spikes. Anyways, today I'm just gonna play a little bit of Frost Spirit. I don't know how much I'll play. I'm kind of streaming a little late in the day for me, and I'm sick a little bit right now. So we'll see how long I go. Probably not like longer than 2 hours, but I'll stream a little bit more before Christmas, and then classic sack. I'm gone for 2 weeks. I'm going out of town for 2 weeks and won't be able to stream. But after that, I should be back to like a normal streaming schedule. Okay, but you know, might as well. Let's get into it. Hi, Cool Edits Official. You must have changed your name too, because I don't recognize that either. Everyone just changed their name while I was gone, and we have one guy who changed his name and forgot what his old name was. How do you do that? How do you do that? How do I not know my chatters? Guys, you're making this too hard on Burp Sack. Beating it today, yeah. You're 65 times 10. Exasperated your emotions towards that fluke. Oh, you're new. Oh, I forgot that I like had a video do well that, and then I like stopped streaming. I forgot about the amalgam video. So yeah, that's cool. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're here. Hi, gods. But I have huge strategies for the level. "13 watching" is crazy. I was expecting my channel to like die while I was gone, which would have been a little sad. But I'm super pleasantly surprised, and I'm playing like an actual fun level that I'm excited to play. When I stopped streaming, I was playing Congregation, and I think part of the reason, a very small part of the reason I stopped streaming for that long, I just did something crazy. Part of the reason I stopped streaming for so long was that I didn't like Congregation, and if I had time to stream, I didn't really want to use it on Congregation, which I still haven't beat. I will beat it, but probably off stream. The streams were not busy, and I wasn't really enjoying the streams, so I can't imagine that you guys were enjoying the streams as much either. So I'm happy to like be playing a level that, you know, I'm actually excited to play. Ironically, Zeronium just made a video on this. That has no correlation to why I'm playing this level though. He also like used my handship for the level. I feel like I look like I'm stealing him. Ashton is hating Congregation. Dude, you think Congregation is so easy, and then you like get to the drop like a few times, and then it becomes impossible. Like, it gets so hard so fast, and you don't expect it at all. I do take the wave path. Yeah, no, the ship path is actually nuts. Frost Spirit going mainstream. Yeah, I like to not play like super mainstream levels for my hardest, and that's why I'm calling this not my hardest. It's just a level. I would be surprised if I found this harder than Corridor. If you exclude my 73% fluke, my progress in this level, I was only able to get in Corridor after like twice as much time invested in the level. Oops. So yeah, Zeronium's stealing me, except that me playing this level was in complete secret, and only one person maybe knew that I was playing this level. May have watched past lives. Oh, so you've never been in a live chat. Okay. Burp sack ship. Yeah, okay. I'm glad at least that some people thought of the burp sack, or me, burp sack, when they saw the ship. That's my goal. That's my goal with my icon set, which I think I'm achieving. Within my fan base, if you see one of my icons, it's like, or one of my like main icons, so my cube and my ship basically, you say, oh, that's the burp sack ship or cube, blah blah blah. His enjoyment rating was like not worth the list points out of 10. Oh, for doggy. I think I'm gonna like this level a lot. When I played it like the first couple of days, there were some super blaring issues, but they've all kind of resolved now. Like, there's a couple of choke points in the level, but only a couple, and there were a couple of inconsistent parts and like buggy parts, but they got consistent and not buggy somehow. I don't know how. Okay, there we go. First run on stream. I need to end task on Discord. I forgot about all of this. Dude, the Discord lag is crazy. Like, I only played this level for like an hour at a time, and the sessions where I had Discord open, it was just endless lag. I don't know how Discord... I talk about it every freaking time that I stream. I don't know how Discord makes their freaking platform so freaking unoptimized. Anyways, I talked about having a strat for the 3 jumps. It's here. It's here. Here's the strat. I basically don't time the middle jump at all. And it's more consistent than timing it. That 95 wave click pattern? Okay, the 95 wave click pattern, it's actually goated. It works. Yeah, so my strategy for the 3 clicks is to like time the first click. I'm really good at the big cube timings. Those are fine. And then for the second cube timing, I just wait a little bit after I land for the first and then jump, and I usually pass it like every time. That being said, I do expect to die there like a fair amount from 0. They're still quite difficult clicks. But the one I died to the most is like the last one, instead of what I think would be the middle one otherwise. Yeah, also, when you like jump consecutively, like when you hold for a jump like that, you get a little more jump height. So I figured if I found like a visual indicator here instead of at this spike, it would give me a little more leeway for the start or the click. I did see the Zeronium sack ship. Yeah, I did see that. It's kind of awesome. I'm happy that you guys thought of me with the ship. No, Congregation isn't dropped. I'm just going to stream it. Or not stream it. I'm going to grind it off stream. I wasn't really enjoying streaming it, and I'm not really enjoying playing it at all, but I think I'd rather just like lock in on it, get it over with, and have it off my plate. And like play stuff I actually enjoy on stream, because I want to have a good time on stream. That's kind of the point of streaming, or one of my ideas behind streaming. If I'm not having a good time on stream, then you guys aren't having a good time, and then what's even the point of streaming? Anyways, this ball is the hardest part of the level, which, you know, it kind of speaks volumes, considering I'm supposed to be timing scarried, and there is a little bit of hardship and hard wave in this level. But no, it's a timings ball. The timings ball is the hardest part in the level. And honestly, it's not really that close. Not a lot of parts in the level, I think, compared to the ball part. And there's one particular evil timing that we're gonna have to address this evil timing. Oops. So my best run to 100 is 45 to 100. I did that once after dying to the ending twice. And after getting 73 and 45 to 100, I think the level's probably second half heavy. But most of the reason that the level is second half heavy is because of the ball that I almost got to. The ball is actually impossible to do from like any start position. You didn't die to the ball from 0? Okay, well, I can't say that. I think I've already died to the ball from 0. My 73 death was in the ball. I don't think my percents are accurate. I think actual Frost Spirit uses 2.2% or something. And I'm using 2.1%. So I think my percentages will be slightly different, but I can show you guys where I died in the ball. Okay, if I can get to the ball, that is. Kind of important. Okay, I didn't die to this click. I died to this click right here, which isn't the hard one that I've talked about. It's coming up. But it wasn't like a disappointing death at all. I can't with a straight face say that I was disappointed with fluking 40% of the level. Ah, here it is. This click right here, easily the hardest click in the level. This has to be a frame perfect. If it's not, what the fuck is happening? The click is actually so unbelievably difficult, and what doesn't make it any better is that it like fades to black when you have to do the timing. Like the screen doesn't exist when you do the timing. Yeah, yeah, when you actually do the timing, like the actual obstacles are black. So that really does not help. That really does not help. Oh, I forgot about the freaking Andrew Tate podcaster clip guy. Yeah, no. After that happened, I can't stream Congregation. It attracts the wrong type of audience, which I should have always known. I think Congregation has like a very specific type of audience in the game. Oops. No, I don't know how you don't die to this ball from 0. It's actually so hard, and it must be so nerve-wracking. Like, passing the 3 super hard timings at 63, that must be nerve-wracking. Oops. Okay, that's really good. Only flew from 71 to 98. Oh, did you beat it afterwards? You must have. You have the like young person brain where you can just like get back there instantly. Me personally, I'm not getting back to 73 for a good hot minute. Okay, that's really cool. The teenager Bob. For me, like the hardest parts of the ending, by the ending I mean like the last 30%, are of course this ball. And I think what I suffer from most with nerves is like the first wave part here. This wave. Specifically like the last 3 clicks of it, and this ball timing. This ball timing is such a chokeable timing. Those are like the only 3 things I struggle with like in the last 30% of the level, I think. Everything else I think is quite manageable. Except maybe the last click. Too many people dive to the last click for me to call it free. Something must be going on there. I did something like this for Yatagarasu too. No, yeah. In Riot's part, I held for a cube timing. I like used a different visual indicator, and it went from being like a super hard timing to being completely free. This one isn't completely free with the extra jump, but it's a lot easier. I feel like it makes me look like I have more skill, but it ultimately takes way less. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it makes me look like I have less skill. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, the last wave is also... Or not the last wave. The mini wave. The mini wave is also quite chokeable. Okay, my game was stuttering so bad. It's whatever. There we go. That was my part. That was my part. This is the start position copy. Wait, never mind. In a maid outfit would be peak. I can't put on the maid outfit. I can't put on the maid outfit again. I do actually have the maid outfit. I did not actually throw it away. I thought that was just a funny thing to say, but I probably should. It's actually so worn down. Like, the stockings are, like, in really bad condition. The gloves ripped. Other than that, it's kind of fine. Oops. Free click. I flopped. But I really thought, like, pretty hard about this in terms of difficulty compared with, like, Dare. And I came to the conclusion that this level has, like, more easy sections, I would say, than Dare. And the hard sections aren't really as hard as Dare's. So I don't think this will be as challenging as Dare, but we'll see. At least to me. And I had this opinion before Zeronium put this below rust on his Extreme Demon sheet. I like skimmed through the video today. Dude, what is with the stuttering? What? Where am I going? Oh, I like super buffered. I can survive that too, but I like haven't learned the click pattern. In this section, I only click twice, and if anything goes wrong, I can't recover it. Anyways, that's a super good run. I think this is like my 4th best run from 45. I haven't died between like 45 and 90. Wait, whoa. From 45, I haven't died between like the super hard ball click. Is it savable? Hold on. Can I make that gap? Is this a possible gap to make? I saw Zerodium clicks 3 times there, yeah. I think I'm on like day 11. Dude, what the hell am I doing? I put like day 10 in my spreadsheet, and day 10 was Christmas. It was 12/25. I did not play on 12/25. 12/25 doesn't exist yet. Thanks, Zach. Okay. Let's try to save it. This is like my 4th best one from 45. People who click 3 times are pussies. I think clicking 2 times is ultimately safer and thus makes you more pussy-esque. Oh, wait, I went all the way up. Was it savable? How did I get all the way down here? Okay. It might have been savable. We're moving back. I kind of want to play from 0 today. I've done a distinct lack of from 0 playing. My second best is still 33. So I only have 1 run past 33. So don't be fooled by the 73%. That is fraudulent, actually. It is cool how many different ways there are to go in Frost Spirit. I'm actually so surprised that Zeronium didn't realize that there were multiple ways to go in his video. Until someone pointed it out to him. And I'm surprised he said the ship path was better. There's just no way in hell anyone finds the ship path better than the wave path. I don't know how I fluked everything. Like, it just felt easy when I got past 33, like the whole level, it felt easy. Like, I was so locked, there was just no way I was gonna die to anything that wasn't, like, obscenely difficult. I wasn't even nervous either. Probably, I do talk about this, but, like, when I don't feel like I have a chance of beating the level in the moment, I don't really get the nerves, or the same nerves that I would if I knew that there was a chance that I'd beat the level. Alright, see you, Valde. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be sure to stream earlier in future streams. Oops. Is Super Hate Me World next? That is a good question. Super Hate Me World next. I like Super Hate Me World, and I want to play Super Hate Me World. Part of my problem is that I play it here and there, and it just feels like it's going to be impossible to make progress on. And I think I'll be stuck on it for a long time. And I don't really want to be stuck on a level for a super long time before my hardest. Especially on a level that isn't even considered by most people to be my hardest. Like, for the time being, I feel like I can make really good progress on Frost Spirit. Oops. I throw every time. No, stop. This wave is hard. This wave is hard. I'm not throwing every time you watch. This wave is just hard. If I die in this wave, it's not a throw. Unless I die specifically here. Because this corridor is like the easiest part of the wave. What was I talking about? So I want to get around to Super Hate Me World eventually. Because I really do like the level. But I kind of want to do it like after my next hardest, like my real next hardest, not Frost Spirit, because I just don't want to be like stuck on it while you guys are anticipating my next hardest. This I do feel like I can make progress on, like pretty quickly. I feel like I can knock this out in like the same amount of time, if not less, that I would have on Super Hate Me World, and that's with no prior experience. I am doing alright. The reason I wasn't streaming was because I was just like swamped with school, but it's mostly over now. I don't have much left to do. So I'm doing way better. And I'm happy to be back. I'm so happy to be back. Oops. That's a cooked death, actually. Onk snap out of it. Alright, locking in. We need to get one good run. I'm dying to like 45 to whatever, 63 too much. It's like the easiest part of the level. I need to pass it. Oops. $50 to $100 on shitty Essentia. You could just like, you could copy and paste Essentia and call it shitty Essentia, and like, no one would disagree. I don't think. Sorry, that might have been mean. I'm not this mean. I promise. Yeah, what did happen to this Parker guy, bro? When was the last time you streamed, Parker? Yeah, I think math was always the easiest subject for me in school as well. It's kind of a shame I don't got any more math to do, because I can't just breeze through courses like as easily anymore. Some of them I can. Are we sure? This is like the easiest timing in this whole ship, I think, and I'm dying to it. Exactly a month ago. Have you also like taken a break because you're like swamped? Or did it have to do with like the levels you were playing? You didn't enjoy streaming them or something? Darkside, what are you talking about? Chicken. Free of Tassar. I don't know what Tassar is. Congratulations. Oh, showering. The doi chicken. Okay, sounds good, Darkstar. 100 on Pima list. What is like around the 100 range on Pima list? Actually, wrong question. Where is the Abyss on the Pima list? So I have like a point of reference of how hard stuff has gotten, yeah. Hi Drama. How are you? Not motivated to play GD. Yeah, I kind of had motivation to play GD. I just like didn't have the time. So not streaming, it made me upset. Unfunny number. Hold on. There's like 5 of those right now. Does it end in a 7? Oops. Assuming it's because of remove submission. Yeah, I was surprised that you wanted to go for remove submission. That level seems like a very not you level. It looks like you would play it for like 2 days and then start getting annoyed at like every death. Oh, I'm sorry, Drama. I hope it gets better. You are welcome to talk about it, if you so desire. Not even the timings of the deaths. Yeah. No, it seems like a super boring level. And it's like second half heavy. And it just doesn't look like fun to execute. All in has me too, yeah. There's no like exciting parts of the level. In Frostspirit, there's exciting parts of the level. The song in Remove Submission is like kind of funny, but I can't imagine like enjoying listening to it after the 1000th attempt. If I could get to 45 from 0 today, that would be awesome. Terminal Heaven is 90 right now. Wasn't that like... I feel like I remember Abyss being 1 and Terminal Heaven being 2. Oh, I forgot the Abyss keeps like getting updates. I know the first one was like a balance update and it added a couple of coins. I have no idea what the last update did. Like the one that added the 3rd coin, I haven't touched the Abyss since then, and I like have no way of getting news updates on them. But I was so upset when the Abyss got the 3rd coin update, because I went out of my way to beat it with 2 coins, because I beat all my extremes with all the coins, and then they updated it after I beat it, like literally a week after I beat it, to add the 3rd coin, and now I don't have the 3rd coin, and let me tell you, I'm not rebeating that shit. They were rage baiting me. They had to have been rage baiting me. Am I out of touch? Is rage bait like not... Is it still a common term? It needs to be a common term. I still use it. What's new slang? Dead of Night added a coin? That's actually brutal. No, I've given up on getting all the coins in specifically extreme demon platformers. What part of my reasoning for that is because I played Throat of the World, and while I love that level, I missed one of the coins because I got a checkpoint before you... Okay. For 2 separate checkpoints, I got the checkpoint before meeting all the criteria that you need for the coin. And on one of those checkpoints, I forgot to do the criteria to meet the coin. But you had to like backtrack to do it, and it was like super annoying. And I didn't want to go through that again. And it's not like I can go back and complete just the quests that I didn't do. The way you get the coins is by doing all the quests. Like you have to do all 6 in one session of the game to get the quest. It's not like divided into quest 1 and 3 provide you with the first coin, quest 2 and 4 provide you with the second coin, and so on and so on. It's all yeah. So I'm not going back to Throat of the World. I don't want to repeat those levels. I'm fine repeating like classic levels because usually I just like have really good skill for them, and they're like easy to redo in an hour, where the platformers are not. Especially Throat of the World, that shit like takes like 3 hours minimum. It added a true ending? That's cooked. It's cooked. That's cooked. You would think with how long it took to come out that they would have added the true ending before it came out, but, you know. It's whatever. It's whatever. Actually almost finished with the layout. That's good to hear. I'm glad you didn't drop the layout. I was a little upset when you said that you were done with it. You were quitting. Oops. Yeah, I'm sure Will's feedback was actually more helpful than mine. Like, a lot of my stuff was like balancing stuff, and then outside of balancing, like, I didn't know how to like make transitions better. But I'm glad you're working on it. Ashton convinced you to go for an easier hardest? As opposed to what? Were you planning on like jumping to Frost Spirit? I thought you made like a whole ladder. Okay. Alpha? I don't know anything about the level. I just know it's like... I've never seen anything about Alpha, but I think it's part of like the Alpha, Delta, Gamma series? Maybe? Maybe? Is Delta even part of a series? Oh, I'm thinking of Delta Interface. Oh, fuck. Wait, so are they the Minecraft levels? Oh my god, I need to stop. Dude, I'm upset. I'm upset. Gamma, Sigma, and Omega are the Minecraft Greek letters. Okay, that's great. We have too many Greek letter level names. What do I think about Orbit? I think it looks sick. I'm excited to see how difficult Orbit is. It looked kind of doable in the showcase, but from watching like Zoink play it just a tiny bit, bro was able to get like 95 to 100 once, and that's a really bad sign. That is a really, really bad sign. Around every end at least? What the hell? There were some parts that looked really difficult, but it like the whole thing didn't look that bad. Oh my god, what the hell? Yeah, it does look so cool. Oops. Yeah, I do really like Minecraft's projects. Or like the 3 big ones. And I like the idea of Heliopolis too. I think people would call me a Minecraft glazer for that, but honestly, he just has cool levels that are unique. What is a man supposed to do? One of your friends say it's at most top 40. I mean, but all they have to go off of is looking at it, right? They're trolling. Limbo's like the hardest ones, and the easier ones are interesting. Yeah, I don't really have like interest in the easier mega collabs. There's like nothing special about them in the same way that like every end, Orbit, and Limbo are special. Dude, my nose is endlessly dripping. Every end could low-key be the hardest one I beat. Oh my god, what is wrong with my nose? Okay. You know what? I did this part. We'll just move back. Hello, Lindsay Smith. Welcome to the stream. Oops. Hello, Amor. Also, I have a new hint for my artist. I might as well, since it's been so long since I've streamed, I might as well drop another one. It is harder on the list than Frost Spirit. Maybe I shouldn't just drop it at random points. Maybe I should have like dropped it at the beginning of the stream. Oops. Really? Really? Okay, well, Frost Spirit isn't meant to be my new hardest. I'm kind of only streaming this without having done like the SAC ARG and everything because I don't think I'm going to find this harder than Corrodare. Oh yeah, if you clip that, that would be great. It never worked. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Return Zero, I'm sure will be interesting. I don't think I've watched the full showcase though. It's like so long. That would be what? Wait, I forgot what I was saying. Oh. Well, since there's no showcase of Return Zero, there's good explanation as to why I've never watched the whole thing. Oops. My wave spam consistency skills are kind of lacking, so despite that wave spam being what should be one of the easier parts, I do kind of struggle with it. I think it's just like really easy to learn because all you have to do is spam, but it doesn't really get any more consistent, at least for me. Oh, that's great. Was cancelled for Mindcap's health. I was wondering a little bit about it. I like don't hear anything about Return Zero or Mindcap news in general. But it had been such a long time since Limbo and any news on Return Zero. Or since the announcement of Return Zero and like any news of it. I didn't know you could actually like swoop that low to hit that block. Okay, see ya, Parker. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, Saipan, you're not banned from YouTube live streams. You have no idea how happy that makes me. Now I can feed you propaganda and make you an unsafe Australian child. How exciting is that? My propaganda of the week is that congregation is overrated. Don't question mark me. I'm normal. Oh my god. Stressed enough to throw up. Okay, you know, if I was that stressed hosting a Geometry Dash level, I would also drop said project. That is kind of ridiculous. That, like, needs to happen. We can't be having that. We can't have Mindcap dying over return 0. We need him to release more cool projects. Oh, can we not die to the slope? I kind of don't like that transition specifically into the wave. While I was gone, you got a job. Where are you working next? Oh my god, stop. Sorry, I died really stupidly and my nose is completely trolling me. I'm really not happy with how my nose is treating me at the moment. I'm like not even that sick. I just have like a slightly stuffy nose and a slightly sore throat. But it's bad. It's bad. Because I'm going on a trip in like 2 weeks. And if I'm sick when I go on this trip, everything is terrible. So I have to take my health so seriously right now. And it's upsetting how little I am sick. I hope that made sense. I'm kind of just rambling right now about how I hate my stuffy nose. And how we always take breathing through a non-stuffy nose for granted. I always say that I will never take sleeping... Nope. No. Wait. Breathing through a non-stuffy nose for granted again after I, like, get over a sickness. And then I always do. Oh, that's just really cool. Maybe I should practice the wave spam. Work at McDonald's now? That's cool. How are you liking it? What? Yeah, I kind of expected that to be the answer to my ramblings. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I think about my sickness. Whatever. How do you consciously take something for granted? No, I will never take it for granted again, is what I was trying to say. Like, when I am sick, I always tell myself, oh, I will so cherish the time that I am not sick and I'm able to breathe clearly through my nose. And then I never do. I always take it for granted. Subconsciously, unconsciously do not take something for granted, because that's kind of how unconsciously we're taking stuff for granted works. It works by not thinking about and appreciating it. Can we not? Don't start until late December, early January. Okay. What was the motivation behind getting a job? Just money? You know, that would be a pretty good answer. Can we not? Money for a car. Okay. What type of car are you interested in? Or just like whatever you can get. Subsuming Vortex was verified and that it has a 240 frame perfect in it. Everything in its mother has a 240 frame perfect in it. Guys, I've been icing my balls lately. Sorry, wait, I'm a little scatterbrained. Is this what every sack stream is like? I kind of hope so. This is awesome. Can we not? Just a car that runs. That's really fair. That's really fair. I feel like a lot of people just don't have the luxury to like have a meaningful choice when it comes to a car, because everything is like so expensive. You kind of, a lot of people I think just have to take what they're given, or take what they can get. That is certainly true for me. That being said, I do quite like my car. Well, sort of. I don't know if I told the story on stream, but I got an oil change and like a general checkup back in September. And then like a week later, just all the oil came out of my car. All the oil. It like something opened and everything spilled onto the floor. So the car, I had to take it back into the shop, and they said, oh, just something wasn't attached properly. We refilled your oil from you, and everything's fine. But ever since then, I haven't been able to trust my car. Before then, my car was great. Before then, she was a blast. Anyways. We're 6 seconds, you word in ages. A lot happened in those 6 seconds. But I can explain everything. Ask whatever you want and I will answer about what I said in said 6 seconds. Oh, welcome back, Darkster. You missed apparently the worst 6 seconds of speech ever recorded in human history. Dude, no, it's crazy. I had a friend that was like working at, or we were working at a movie theater, and he bought like a brand, okay, we live in Colorado, so snow is a real thing you have to worry about. And this guy brought a brand new car that was quite low to the ground. So it wasn't like a great snow car or anything, and it was brand new. So that guy is like swamped, or like, I think for a while he was like up to the neck in monthly payments for that car. And I just don't understand. I don't understand. I would like a little bit of flexibility with my spending cash. And for some people that's not possible, but he definitely had the choice to choose a not brand new car. He definitely had that option. But to each their own. Can we not? Oops. Okay, good run. And you know what? It's time. It's time. I'm actually ready to go from 0. I do have Froster downloaded. That kind of debt and loan. A car is kind of necessary in the US. Public transportation is just garbage. So if you like really need a car and you need to take out a loan for it, then yeah, I guess it's kind of necessary. But I never really want to be in the position where like I have to take out a crippling loan for a new car. If I honestly, some people say that if you have to take out a loan for college, it's not worth it. I might be stingy enough with money that if I have to take out a loan for a new car, it's not worth it. Wait, I'll be right back. Okay. Hello. Keyframes genuinely have to be the most annoying thing to deal with in Geometry Dash. My brother has been starting to try to like, or he's been getting into the game a little bit, and he was trying to use the editor, and you know what? It makes sense, but if you've never used the editor before, it is a complete mess. It probably can like reasonably be compared to learning like a new programming language. Like none of it's like intuitive. Oh, new best 4%. Oh, we get to look at all the new best pop-ups. Okay, guys, important note. For all intensive purposes, my best on Frost Spirit is 33%. We're going to ignore the fact that 73 ever happened, because it's going to take me a while to get back there. 6 new best. And I don't really want to hold myself to like the expectation to get a new best any given day, because like 73 is such a high bar to pass. Oh, this level is long, but not like quite like 5 minutes long. It's only like 3 minutes. It doesn't feel like XL when you're playing it, which is really nice. New best incoming this stream. Okay, we're banning anyone that mentions the number 73, along with a long list of other numbers. I'm sure you guys know which. Oh, new best. Darkster. Wait, I can't even ban you right now. My nose is about to blow. Stop. I'm actually crying. I am taking away your freedom of speech, but I'm better than politicians still. It's okay. We're not gonna talk about that. You got 81 on ego killing? I missed that in my break. Holy crap. Is that the hard click? Or did you fluke the hard click and then die to something stupid? That would be bad. Drop. Oh, that's kind of disappointing. 70. Where did 70 come from? 31% new best. You fluked the 77 click? No. Died to another impossible wave. Okay. At least it wasn't something stupid. But that does suck. Fluking the impossible click and then dying to random TS. That is quite annoying. I feel like that happens on a lot of levels, high levels. I feel like levels with a very defined like choke point near the end, I feel like so many people like fluke them and then like fumble right afterwards. I feel like that's a story I've heard a million times. I can tell you it's something I've done on Storming Summit. I fluked like the duel and then died to the last click, which is like somewhere I've never died before. And then I know Tria like did that on Tick Manifesto, where he like fluked the 90 wave and then died to something stupid. Everything is something stupid in Tick Manifesto though, so it's a pretty low bar. Drop. Okay, you know, this place is kicking my butt. limbo section where you did 3 to 60? Oh my god, that's nuts. No, I haven't been like joining any Geometry Dash live streams recently. And have not been catching up on that much progress, clearly, because I missed like eco killing 80%. But 3 to 60 is insane. What is your X2? Yeah, 31 X2. So close to passing it. What is your best on limbo? Oh, I was about to say consistency, but I died to something quite frankly stupid. Hey, the 25%, 25%, I'm making it a quarter of the way through the level at a pretty decent rate. What am I trying to say? Did you guys miss me? And my broken speech? Completely broken. Had one Jazor attempt and you had to fight tooth and nail to get it, and then you got 8 that session. That's awesome. That's really good to hear. It just takes like one really good session to like break through a super huge, like big huge super roadblock. Sometimes you just have one really good session out of nowhere and then it goes back to same old same old. $32 attempts past 20. Limbo is like super first third heavy, right? So that must be super impressive. Oops. Sack? Alright, see you, Saipan. Wasn't nervous at all. That's crazy. It's a super good run. Speaking of nervous, while I was trying to get like 45 to 100 on this level as one of my super good runs. I was trying to get it with the intent of getting the level in 2 runs, which I did with 73% instead. But when I was trying to do 45 to 100, I was low-key getting super nervous at the ending of the level, which I so rarely get on runs. I so rarely get nervous on runs. So that was a surprise to me. It's honestly kind of nice. I would prefer to have nerves on runs than like never have nerves on runs but have super nerves from 0, because I want to at least be able to simulate it. It's kind of one of the big reasons of like completing runs to 100. Alright, good night, Hilta. You're gonna guess that this is a hard demon. Okay. This is... I'll give you hints. This is a tad harder than hard demon. Oh, what the hell are we talking about? Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him? Oh, I mean, I won't lie. The level kind of looks like a hard demon right now. I'm dying to hard demon gameplay. Guys, why am I dying to hard demon gameplay? New best by decimal percent. Yes, I don't actually know how to enable decimal percent. I don't think I will. It's okay. I don't need to. No, I low-key thought I was gonna get to like the good part of the level. I thought I was gonna get to like 32 that attempt. That should have been the attempt. Like the second half of the wave swim is easy. Like as soon as you get past those saw blades, it's barbecue chicken. I can't believe you would look at this and say that it's hard demon. I passed some hard sections. This doesn't just look like free gameplay, right? Right, guys? Oops. 9-star gameplay right here. Yeah, you're onto something. You are onto something. 9 stars like barely have timings at all. Oh, no. Yep, 9-star gameplay. That's like on the easier side of 9-star too. Some would say 8. Auto part right here. Yeah, I'm just clicking when it's auto, and that's why I'm dying. It's a side effect of only being good enough at the game to beat hard demons. Oh, really? This is incredible. I'm dying in parts I don't want to die. I'm like not dying to the super hard gameplay of the level. I'm dying to like what should be consistent day one. Maybe, sort of. Never getting 32. I'm never getting any best. Two options when you get past Shazer the first time. At least get 50 or die instantly. I'm assuming it's the other one. Look, Sack is slow. You gotta spell everything out. Nope, can we not? We're not the poster. No. There's no way 73% is happening. I would have to lock in so freaking hard. I would not be upset with another 73%, but I can't expect it. I can't expect it. You know, I was looking back, and these words, not numbers. That, you know what? You might be onto something. Anyways, I was looking back at a Corodair, and I forgot about this, but I fluked from like 54 to 83. But the thing is with that fluke is that for the most part, I fluked like really easy gameplay. And I was able to beat that new best like 1 or 2 days later. That is not happening. That is not happening at all. Like, I got to 32% like 3 times before I got the super fluke, so I had like no time to build up any consistency with like the first third of the level. I just got incredibly lucky, and I haven't been able to play like the first third of the level much since. So, like, I'm in no position to get a super duper run past like 40 right now, Oh, really? I have so many deaths in like the late 20s, early 30s right now, and nothing. Look at this graph! Oh, this looks really stupid. I really don't have a lot of attempts on the main copy right now. Darkster has set up 2 separate bans. Dude, that guy that said this looked like Hard Demon gameplay, he's gone. He's gone. Do you think he just goes into like every live streamer's chat, guesses the difficulty of like the levels and then leaves? And like horribly underestimates them? I'm imagining he thinks every end is like non-list worthy. It looks like auto to me. Yeah, me too. Clearly it did to that guy. Clearly after you get past 30% on this level, it's auto. Dude, my game is so stuttery. I said I would do this when we're like halfway through the semester. But I said that when I finished my school semester, I was gonna switch to Linux on my home computer. Just because I'm like honestly fed up with Windows. Like the Geometry Dash is super stuttering right now, and I'm playing a 1.9 level. Not actually 1.9, but like 1.9 GDPS level. Like, it should not be running this poorly. I shouldn't be getting super lag spikes. Discord shouldn't be bricking my computer. And I'm blaming it all on Windows. I think Windows is a huge contributor to the problem. So, I intend to switch to Linux soon. And hopefully all my Geometry Dash gameplay will get better as a result of that. Can we not? It's actually worse than when I left. Or like, before I took my break from streaming, my game ran quite a bit smoother from my recollection. Something happened. Something changed. And it wasn't me. Oops. You sure it wasn't that? Okay, I lied. It could be me. It could be the fact that I haven't played so long that like any minor disturbance I'm like much more aware of, whereas like beforehand I could have gotten used to it because I like played more often. So it could be me. No, I'm going to. I have a hunch that it's not me. I have a hunch that Windows is slowly bricking my computer so that I have to upgrade to Windows 11. And let me tell you, I'm not falling for the trap. I'm not falling for it. They're just making me leave. This can't be harder than back on track. I think like 4 timings alone in this level is harder than back on track. Maybe. I don't know. I have to start questioning this level's difficulty. Maybe it is Hard Demon. Like when I'm like doing well on the level, it feels like Hard Demon. So maybe I'm demoting. Maybe this doesn't even go on my Extreme Demon list because it's Hard Demon. Sorry. It sounds like my computer's also maybe lacking. My computer is definitely lacking, but the difference in bloat between Linux and Windows is astronomical. So if I switch to Linux and I'm like still lagging, maybe it's time to upgrade my computer. But before I upgrade my computer, I want to try Linux. Because what if my computer is a super duper computer and the only problem is Windows? Like, I don't know. Yeah, no, I can't be bothered to upgrade to 11. Honestly, I don't even know if my computer has like the proper specs to run 11. That's how badly optimized 11 is. Like, my computer was, I think it would have been considered pretty good back in, I don't know, 2017, 2018. That was like 7 years ago. Now these specs like aren't, they don't meet the minimum requirements to run the most common operating system in the world. That's how bad that operating system is. That's like, oh my god. Windows, you need to step up your game. I just didn't click a fourth time here. Can't even upgrade to Windows 11. Yeah, I know. I see it like all the time. And those little shitheads, they're just like making their product worse and worse and worse, but they have a like a super monopoly, or kind of a monopoly. I think it's called like an oliopoly or something. The kind of monopoly thing is like, it has a weird name. There's like a step between like having like normal business rivals and being a monopoly, and it quite frankly has a stupid name. Oligopoly or something like that. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Something like that. Yep. Maybe. I don't even know if that accurately describes what Windows is. I mean, I guess the Mac is like fair competition, but who's honestly using the MacBook? Can we not? I probably should have done like 11 to 32 one more time, because I'm having more flops in the wave spam than I'm comfortable with. I'm not happy with that death in particular either. Well, I got to 32. I don't really want to talk about how I died there. In fact, if we talk about how I died here, you're banned. It's that simple. It's that simple. Get this off my screen. Get this off my screen. Never getting 33. We said that we were never getting 32 like a minute ago. Just be happy for my new best. Microsoft is going to focus on optimization for gaming because SteamOS and the current market. I did see the Silksong DLC announcement. I am so excited. It's true. You did not mention my 32 death. No, you know what, next? That's okay. No, my chat is so supportive. Except for, you know what? My chat is so supportive. No, I'm so excited for the Silksong DLC. Considering how long Silksong development took last time, or for like the full game to release, I am surprised how early they announced it, or how early they announced this. It is quite exciting. Okay, that was a cook to death. DLC ain't coming out for 14 years. I'm hoping they, like, got some idea of when to release a trailer in relation to how close they are to being done with development. Because they must have seen the negative effect that posting the trailer for Silksong like 6 or 7 years before it stopped. 6 or 7 years before it released. They must have seen like how bad that was for like the community, like how I don't want to say the community was bad, it was like annoying. Like yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that they actually like have properly considered like how long development will take, and that like release is somewhat soon, maybe. Oh, I just unplugged my whole headset. Oh, okay, that's really good. I'm confident they'll make 2026. Oh, Team Cherry said it themselves. Well, yeah, I guess they don't really make. They didn't for Silksong. They didn't really make announcements that often about when it was coming out. I don't know if they ever even directly made the announcement for the Xbox thing about how it was coming out in a year. Okay, I didn't know if I still had my headphones unplugged. I couldn't hear the song for a little bit, but it's just because it's such a slow burner. I swear I clicked. I haven't played Silksong since September, dude. I think part of my problem, or part of that reason was, well, I was busy, and then also was like streaming Geometry Dash at the time, but also Hall of Gods was such a good addition to like Hollow Knight. Like I just felt like I was able to pour endless hours into that game. And I was so prepared for like Steel Soul 2 because, you know, you can just brand out every boss in Hall of Gods. It was such a good DLC looking back on it. I'm really hoping something similar releases for Silksong. At some point. Doesn't have to be instantly. People speculating about future DLCs because of in-game stuff. Yeah, I didn't really pay attention to stuff that you could like speculate DLCs on. I think part of that reason was like in Hollow Knight before the DLCs, I don't think there was really anything to suggest that there would be like a DLC for certain parts. Like I don't think there was like anything hinting towards the Grim Troop or Hall of Gods or anything, and I don't even know what the Lifeblood expansion added. But in Silksong, there might be a little more room for speculation. Speaking of the Sea of something, I forget, Sea of Sorrow. Do you think that has to do with like the Sands of Karak or whatever? I forget what it's called. The Sands. Okay, so the Sands area, the sand area with like the coral guys. I think in the lore says that is like the remnants of some sort of beach. So my idea of what the water place was, or the DLC was going to be, was that it was going to be like a memory of some sort of the ocean, basically, to put it simply. I guess we kind of, sort of, maybe have a little bit of that from I'm done. Okay. Well, but I also did eventually see the Lifeblood thing. New area entirely. So there's another ocean. Okay. Another sea. Okay. I apologize. I apologize. And nothing to do with the sea? Okay. No, that's fine. Nothing to do with like the sands of whatever, sands of Karak. I forget what it's called. It was also worth noting that the whole plasmium, there was like plasmium coming out of the freaking thing. Also spoilers. I think anyone in this chat who cares about Silksong has already played enough to know what I'm talking about. Also, if you haven't played, they're pretty vague spoilers. I don't think you actually gain anything of substance. I will. How are there still more areas? Yeah, I know. Like, one of my biggest complaints about Silksong was just, like, how hidden everything was and how easy it was to miss such vital parts of the game. Like, other than that, it was great. I didn't mind the excessive difficulty or anything. Like, the game still took me less time than Hollow Knight despite being bigger. But being able to miss areas like that and feeling like you have to Google some things, it was kind of annoying. And if you're not Googling stuff, you're just scouring endlessly. It's hard. It is a hard game to navigate. Missed a secret crack in the wall and missed 20 hours of content. Yeah, I mean that's kind of grim truth, but like it's one breakable wall. In Silksong, there was just more secrets that you had to churn through for like for some certain parts. Yeah, I thought I was pretty good at scanning through areas, and then like there was a decent amount of stuff that I missed by the time I like got to the end of the game. Like way more than I expected. I still don't even think I have all the memory lockets. I think I'm missing one of those. Oops. Maybe we need to practice this part a tiny bit. Cooking up a new part for a collab. That is exciting. Oh wait, there is actually a little percentage difference. I didn't know for sure whether the new Frost Spirit copy, or no, the server copy of Frost Spirit was like 2.2 percentage, but 28 and 32 are the same thing in each respective copy. So yes, there is a difference. My fault. Man, are all the details for your collab part secret? I want to know. Can we not Damn, the spam is absolutely kicking my ass. Surprised you beat Steel Soul first try. I did not beat Steel Soul first try. Did you 100% Steel Soul? Okay, that answers my question. Yeah, I was trying to go for 100% Steel Soul. Or I had a plan for Steel Soul, and it was very similar to the normal speedrunning route, so I didn't like get stacked or anything like I normally would in like Hollow Knight before facing like scary encounters. I feel like it's harder to get stacked in Silksong though. Before like certain scary encounters that could very well end you on. Got like 2 hours in and haven't come back yet. I was gonna do the 30-hour or achievement in the same run as the Steel Soul one. Getting stacked is very much possible. Yeah. I felt like it was hard before getting to Act 2. Or it was, if it wasn't hard, it was just super tedious. Oh yeah, also, in my 100% run, I intended to get the twisted ending. What was it? The Twisted Roots ending, whatever it was, the one where you're stuck like in that quest. So that'll be super interesting. Can't be face taking the old GMS. Oh my god, oh my god, I'm like, this is on my ass, it's being kicked. DMs, okay, I'll check after stream. I have 8 masks. I mean, yeah, before like Act 3, I think you can get pretty stacked, but before Act 2, it seemed quite difficult to like get a bunch of resources. So like the first couple of bosses are scary. First few. Especially if you don't get like the masks that saves your life. That mask is so good. Yeah, I wasn't going for Last Judge when I was doing my Steel Soul run. I did the Phantom route, and I died to Phantom. The last time I had fought Phantom was in my 100% playthrough, and I was rusty. I've never used that ever. It's good. I think I used it for my like entire first playthrough. I did not get it for Steel Soul though, and I suffered as a result. I wish I was from Zero. Oh. Okay, good run. Hooray! Is this good enough to write down? No, not really. This is actually cooked to death, by the way. It's so hard to hit this early enough to not die to the spike, but die down here. Yeah. Interesting death, indeed. We are talking about Silksong, yes. Okay, I think we're good enough to go from Zero. If I could get there from Zero, that would be a great. Let's move this to the top of the list. This is my highest priority level right now. Hi, Quabus. Okay, don't die to the spam like 100 times. I've got TS. Playing Silksong on your Steam Deck on the way back from a performance. All over the bus. Oh, all over the bus and on your Steam Deck. Oh, that's terrible. Did it like brick it or anything, or was your Steam Deck okay? Yeah, the boss threw everything off. I didn't know who the boss was in this circumstance. I didn't know if you were like the son of a mafia boss or something. My brain was jumping to crazy conclusions. It's fine. Yeah, no, that is stupid. How does that happen? How does that happen? I'm glad your Steam Deck was okay. Okay. We can get past 32. 32 is such a bad death too. Like the beginning of like 32 to whatever. Actually, like 32 to like 50 is all pretty easy gameplay. It gets like super consistent. So, like dying at the first click, which is like super easy by the way. That's annoying. I could have had a great, wonderful attempt. Talking about his phone blowing up all the BMW showrooms in Britain. That's awesome. Yeah. I think anyone that cares. Well, I think there's like one boss that would be considered super major spoilers. Maybe two. Watch the video. Can you send it to me? I have like no idea what the video you're referring to is. Oh, yeah, here. YouTube doesn't let you send links in live chat. Actually, I think it's a setting I can, I can like change. But here, I made you a moderator, so you can send the link. Temporary mod. Don't ban everyone. Nope, that's good. Quickly, ban me. Can we? Nope, no. We're not. We're not causing an uprising against Burzak. Okay. What's going on here? Can I forgot how to stream low-key. I never even asked or looked if anything was working. Okay, this looks great.
The message. Give them the message. They have got 24 hours to respond. The guy who designed the Mini and the X5 needs his royalties. If he's not paid, we will start by blowing up all the BMW showrooms in Britain. And then we'll move into BMW in Germany and blow that up as well. That's the message. Now pass it on. Good day.
Good day. What? No, this guy's a super villain. What are we talking about? Do you just have that conversation on a public train? Blow up all of the BMW showrooms. Oh, yeah. Who could he possibly be talking to? Freaking Joker? Oh my God. That's actually insane. That is so funny. Good day. Is this what politics is about? Blowing up or threatening to blow up other people's showrooms? What the hell? Oh, that's amazing. And Britain wasn't enough. They're going to blow up all the BMW showrooms in Germany as well. That is special. My name is John Hates BMW. It's in his name. I swear I clicked and the delay was just bad enough that I died. This level got harder when I started streaming. So much harder. Maybe it is list worthy. Kim, stop. 50 on sleep talk. Dude, the ship on that is nuts, truly. Only done it once and he's going from 0. Do you actually like feel any sort of confidence that you can pass the ship from 0? Or are you just like trying to get lucky? It's too bright, it hurts your eyes? Bro. Bro. Is it even worth going for? Nah. Okay. Did you drop infinite inversion, by the way? Oh, that's kind of okay. This ship isn't that hard. Hey, new best. This is like basically a real new best because we're ignoring that I did a certain 70% to run. We're completely ignoring that. New best, new best. Good run. Everything about the level sucks. Yeah. No, it didn't look that great, honestly. I was surprised you were playing it, but it's ClickSync, so you have to, because you play every ClickSync level. Might come back to it. Yeah. I thought it was crazy that everyone, like, in the Chafed Chickens just had the exact same experience on Infinite Inversion, where you make progress super fast, and then it's like a brick wall. Right at the end. Oh. Serious. It's not even a brick wall, it's your dad walking into the room the one time you make it to the ending. I mean, to be fair, the ending is hard. It's possible that you could have flicked it. It's true. But like even then there's still a brick wall. Yes, there is progress. I got 38. There is still a brick wall in that my fucking nose. A brick wall in that it's hard to get back to the ending. It's like progress doesn't remain consistent. Oh my god. Dude, Nightbot needs to chill. I've got to remove the chicken butt situation. Chicken butt situation has gotten out of hand. Bro needs to read the room. Dude, my nose is nuts. I'll probably get to the drop like one more time and then end stream. No. No. Been saying it for half a year. I intended to do it like 2 months ago, and then I never got around to it. I never got around to neutering Nightbot. Did I have to phrase it like that? No. Did I enjoy it? Yes. Oh, I held way too long. Whoops. Okay. Hey, new best. I almost got to 40 today. I said getting to 40 today would be impossible, but it was that close. It was that close. Anyways, that was a good session. I actually proved I had some consistency, and honestly, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think good things will come from this level. Don't say never getting past 40. We said never getting past like X% 3 times this stream, and it happened. It happened. Anyways, I think 32. Okay, I'm just gonna compare everything to Corridor because it's like the closest thing. Never said that. I feel like I've read this message like 5 times already. I think Corridor is like the easiest thing to compare this to. On Corridor, this early into the level, I don't think I would be getting to 32 as much as I would in this level. I think my consistency with the first third is already like getting better and like developing faster than Corridor ever did, which is really nice to know. Considering I think the second half, this level I think is second half heavy, but I don't think the second half is like as hard as Corridor's second half. So I think good things are coming with this level. Here, it's public now. We'll load the leaderboard. Greetings, Bilzer. I'm number 41. This level is not mainstream. This guy lied. Bro did not reload the leaderboard. This shit is not mainstream. This shit is underground. Wait, does this have less victors than Corridor? Wait, is the leaderboard less full on Corridor? Where am I on the Corridor leaderboard? Did I get top 10? I forget. I did! That's so exciting. Oh, it's more popular than Corridor, but not by much. Anyways, sorry. Mozzie compare next. It's good. Yeah, I'm kind of a little interested in playing Infinite Inversion just a little bit because I'm curious. I'm curious if the experience really just goes that way, where you get progress super fast and then the world ends. Did I miss one? No, I didn't. But anyways, this was a fun stream. I'm so glad to be back. I'll probably stream a couple of times. I'll try to stream like a couple of times before Christmas at least. And then unfortunately I'm going on the 2-week vacation. Yeah, I'm so excited to play test your level. But after that, the stream should be regular again, and I shouldn't need to take like a 1 month long break for quite a while, hopefully. Hoping I can pull shit together. That would be really good. There. Well, thank you guys for stopping by. I do appreciate you guys stopping by. Yeah, I sound like a broken record. I really do appreciate it though. I love that you guys just didn't completely forget about me in a month. It shows that my viewers have more than a 1 month long memory span, which is really good to know. I didn't know if that was true for a couple of you, but it seems that it is. Okay. Goodbye. Wait, you have an image? Okay, 2 minutes. No, we'll give it 2 minutes. What should I do in 2 minutes? Oh, snap. Sorry, I'm trolling. Ignore Rust. I wasn't doing anything on Rust. Can I watch your level? Yeah. Here. You're modded again. Send the link. Don't ban next. Only you sending the link is permitted. No banning of next allowed. It's in DMs? I don't have Discord open. Maybe I can open Discord just for you. You asshole! What if I needed that for a video? No! Next! How do I even remove you from timeout? Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. I can't untimeout next. Man, untimeout next. This instant. You're unmodded. This guy. This guy. Do you even deserve to have your video opened now? Is it too late? I don't even know if Next is unbanned. I can't see anything. My Whole world is crashing. For a 10-second timeout, it deletes all his chat history. Every single chat history. What if I needed it for the mod pen? Would never do that. Okay. Opening Discord. Why did you open? What is this? What is this? My shit is opening viruses on my computer. I don't know why it deletes all the chats. Yeah. As funny as it is to ban random people, it does remove everything. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. All right, we're looking at the part. This is the part. This is what you wanted me to show, right? Before I leak something that I'm not supposed to. I do like the pulses quite a bit. This is cool. Is it going to be a 9 circles level? The pulses are super cool. I like that. That flash is nuts. Okay. Check image after this. Okay. On it. What is this? What am I looking? Oh, I understand. It's the BMW guy. Oh my god, he's so low quality. It took me a minute. And it took me another minute to recognize the BMW logo, because it's kind of getting blown up. No, this must be what runs through this guy's head at every single waking moment of the day. That's really special. That's really special. I'm so happy I saw that. Okay, well, thank you guys for stopping by again. It means the world. Goodbye!